The hunt is on. There's no going back now. It's in your blood. A primal need that must be met. It drives you. It consumes you. It takes you to the edge. What was once a simple pastime has now become your addiction. This season, come share the excitement with a group of fellow whitetail addicts from Lone Wolf. Learn from their time-tested techniques, as well as their mistakes, and be there to experience firsthand the highs and the lows we've all come to thrive on. They are do-it-yourselfers just like you. Their season begins the moment the last one ends. And when it comes time to release an arrow, they come up big. This is Whitetail Addiction.
Wow, what a cage.
So my journey into whitetail hunting was a little bit different than other people's. Everybody's got a little bit different journey. I started waterfowl hunting when I was really young, upland bird hunting, and did that pretty much throughout most of my high school and into college. I got into bow hunting. I got my first bow in 1990, I believe. Killed my first whitetail buck in 93. It was a nice 7-pointer, about 140, 50-inch 7-pointer, and it set me on my way into the world of whitetail addictions. I'm pretty much focused 100% now on whitetails. I do a lot of turkey hunting, still some waterfowl hunting, but my main focus is getting into the woods in late October through November. My 2018 buck was a special journey for me because it was the first deer that I had pursued since he was 3.5, and he ended up being 8.5 when I shot him. I had missed him previously 2 years prior to killing him, and he was an absolute giant. I missed him 2 different times, once at 40 yards and once at 35, and my 2016 season was a disaster, and I let it get in my head, and this deer was in my head. It became ups and downs that a bow hunter is. I was probably at rock bottom.
It's October 21st, first night out in the stand. Had a lot of family stuff, and just wasn't able to get out until now. Got in an area where usually 1 or 2 nice bucks, so found a couple good sheds right below the stand here earlier this spring, and so hopefully we'll get to see him. pretty nice buck just come in, ran down this draw, snort wheezed at him, and then grunted at him, and he came in on a string. This wasn't quite big enough. Hope I don't regret it later. Pretty deer. Right there, gonna be some ghost pepper deer steaks. It's Friday, November 9th. Same stand as Tuesday. Same wind as Tuesday, but it's about 20 degrees colder. It's November 23rd. Still grinding it out. We got a shooter buck in the field to the north of us here. There's him and another big 10 out here that we're after, so. Well, it's 8 o'clock. Just put an arrow on a good one. That's one of the ones I wanted to shoot. The shot to me looked real good. However, a lot of the arrow was sticking out. And so what we're gonna do is give him some time. It's been about an hour and a half. We're gonna go see if we can find him. Everybody thinks he's dead, but I guess we'll see. Had crazier stuff happen.
Has this ever happened to you? You end up finding the perfect ambush point, you set the camera there, only to find out you've contaminated the entire area by simply aiming your camera. jumping around, flailing your arms in the air, trying to get on the level, looking at lasers, or however you're supposed to do this, only to check it the first time and find out you were that far off the trail, just missed that scrape, just got the ass end of that buck coming through. Well, with the new undercover game cam by Lone Wolf Custom Gear, you see exactly what the camera sees right on your smartphone screen.
2019 buck that I call Blade Runner, and we had been seeing this deer along with this other deer. He was growing year after year after year. He ended up being 5.5 this year. I got several, I suppose hours and hundreds of trail camera pictures of this deer. He always seemed to show up when we were in this tree stand, with the exception of this year, of course. I was hunting him pretty hard, and he managed to elude us pretty regularly. Just spot on arrows.
Hey, Andre DeQuisto from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. We're on a little scouting mission here. We're looking for sheds, picking up some sheds, but I just want to explain some things about hunting these bottoms. Over the years, I found some of these spots in the bottoms is where the biggest bucks are living, but it's almost impossible to get them up on the wind. So some things I've learned about this is to play the thermals more than the wind direction. And if you notice this ravine here, you might be hunting the CRP bottom and wanting to set on this side of this ridge. And even if the wind is right for that ridge, in the morning the sun hits the opposite side of this rim first. That side stays shady, and there's always a thermal coming off that hillside, and I've already been hunting in that tree there and have had deer up on the side of a hill that's almost 175 yards away, upwind, and catching little bits of your scent. So if you're going to try and tackle these bottoms, and it's worth the tackle because there are some big deer here, pay attention more to thermals. Use your milkweed to see where that scent comes out of your stand, where it's going to end up and travel to. And you might be lucky enough to almost get a poke at a 190 like I did down here this year.
November 10th. We got a buck running around here that we call Blade Runner. We got video of him a couple of years ago, last year. He's turned into a pretty nice 9-pointer. Working his way this way, so we'll see what happens. Perfect day. North wind. About 32 degrees. Go in there and cut that corner probably. See him? He's behind the trees from me. You got him. Stall. Smoked him. Yes, sir. November 15th. We've been after this buck we call Blade Runner. Got a lot, let him go a couple years. I don't know what just happened. There was, started out in the morning, we were over on the other side of the farm and the wind switched on us, so we came back over to where he's been spending some time. Bunch of little deer, does and stuff. I looked up and there he was. Came out of nowhere. I still don't know what happened. But he's not gonna have to, we don't have to track him very far.
Hi, this is Andre Quisto from Lone Wolf Custom Gear. I wanted to thank you for watching Whitetail Addictions and ask that you become one of our silent partners by hitting the YouTube subscribe button and following us on Facebook and Instagram.